Hey guys, it's me, Aiko here. Hi. Hello. It's been a while since I've introduced or talked about any foundation products. I've been really wanting to review foundation products since I've only been reviewing mostly lips and eyeshadow products, so I'm really happy to have a chance to do a foundation review today. So the foundation products I've here today with the release of new additional shades has been labeled as a must-have item, and that's BANILA Co's COVERICIOUS Perfect Foundation. For this video, I was able to get my hands on the full collection of shades released, so let's get this review started. BANILA Co's COVERICIOUS Perfect Foundation is also known as the Kajimil Foundation in Korean, which is short for coverage, long-lasting, and adhesion. And it's also said to be physical foundation with SPF 45 and PA++. There are a total of 6 shades, with one of them being the new additional shade, and they come in a very pretty pump-type bottle. The foundation has a moist application and finishes with a matte formulation with fine coverageous particles that have been reduced by 1.6 times, making it light and thin but with perfect coverage. In addition, the Perfect formula provides very thin adhesion and smooth skin expression. I've applied all the shades on my arm. Overall, I can see that there are shades that have pink and yellow base tones, so I think there seems to be a larger range of choices according to each skin tone. Starting from the top, we have No.19 Cream, No.21 Rose, No.21 Vanilla, No.23 Peanut, No.23 Cinnamon, and No.25 Caramel. If you use bright pink bases, No.19 Cream and No.21 Rose will be great. No.21 Vanilla will be great if you are focused on covering flushes. If you use the shade No.22, which is between No.21 and No.23, No.23 Peanut will be great. If you like to use shades which express a healthy skin look, No.23 Cinnamon will be a good choice. And if you like exotic tan skin, No.25 Caramel will be great. As I was curious whether this foundation has waterproof, I decided to test it out. Spraying some water on top, I think it does seem to be waterproof as I was able to see water droplets sitting on foundation. In addition, even when I wiped the water off with a tissue, I was able to confirm that the foundation stayed on beautifully as it was applied. Now let me apply each of the shades on one side of my face first to compare and see the difference between before and after, and then see how they look when completely applied. The first shade, No.19 Cream, is a cool pink base tone which brightens the skin and making it look clean like cream. This is recommended for those who normally use a lighter tone than No.21. The second shade, No.21 Rose, also has a cool pink tone base. This is said to be multicolor, which makes the skin look bright like roses on any No.1 skin tones. The third shade, No.21 Vanilla, has a light yellow beige color, which can be categorized as a warm tone. I recommend this for those who uses No.21 and has flushing. The fourth shade, No.23 Peanut, is also a warm tone with natural yellow beige color, which is not too dark or bright and seems to be great for people who find No.21 to be too bright and No.23 too dark. This is a shade for those who uses something around No.22. The fifth shade, No.23 Cinnamon, is a dark cool tone shade with a very natural pink beige color, which I think is a great shade to express healthy looking skin and will be great for people who normally uses No.23. The last sixth shade, No.25 Caramel, is the new additional shade with yellow base that belongs to dark warm tone, which I think is a great shade to express exotic tan skin. And to test how much they smear, when putting my phone against my face, it smears about this much. Surprisingly, it did actually smear a bit, but as it is a matte foundation, it became less so as time passes. Since I usually like to use half or one tone darker tones, I find myself using No.23 Cinnamon often because it appears to be the most natural looking color for me and is what I have on my face right now. After trying these foundations, I felt that they really are high in coverage with light application and that they stick on my face perfectly without feeling thick or heavy, which I think is great. So I think those who are looking for foundations that focuses on coverage but is not a fan of thick or heavy products will like these foundations. And also, I think everyone will have an easier time picking a shade for themselves due to the variety of shades released with pink bases that expresses bright skin and yellow bases that provide great covers for flushes. Since I don't have flushed skin, the shade No.21 Vanilla and No.23 Peanut might look yellow on me, but I think they'll be great for people with flushed skin as they do a great job covering the flushes like I mentioned before. Having also tested how much of the product gets into the wrinkles and smears over time, I found that it doesn't smear or stick between wrinkles and it stays looking like how it did when first applied. I especially think that the skin looks smoother under natural light, and since my T-zone area tends to get oily quickly, I saw that my skin began to develop a beautiful glow after about 3 to 4 hours. One thing that I came to realize after using these foundations after a couple of times was that when I first tried them on, my cheeks kind of felt stripping dryness inside, and that might be because I wasn't as meticulous with my skincare routine. So if you have dry skin, I think it's crucial for you to really focus on moisturizing when you do your skincare. And when applying these foundations, by using a foundation brush to spread the foundation and then a slightly stiff, dry sponge, I felt that it provided a higher sense of coverage and adhesion. And if by any chance you find that the coverage is lacking, just apply additional layers on the areas where you need more cover. Also, it's really important to apply them on quickly because they are matte foundations, so they can become a bit difficult to work with when applied slowly. Personally, I think when applying on foundations by using only a puffer sponge, though it doesn't feel that way, it can make the base makeup look a bit thick, so I recommend using a foundation brush to spread the foundation first and then dab with it. As I've mentioned in the beginning, since BANILA's COVERICIOUS Perfect Foundation is a physical foundation, it can be used on sensitive skin without having to worry about skin troubles. And I was surprised that not only were they long-lasting and excellent in adhesion, but they're also waterproof. If you're looking for a must-have foundation that is thin, high in coverage, and makes your skin look smooth, I think it'll be great to give BANILA's COVERICIOUS Perfect Foundation a try. Thank you for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe, press the like buttons, and please leave some comments for me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!